Hi, I'm Darrell,
And I'm Elia.
and we are Black Nerdy Scholars. I am having a good week, I think,
Yeah.
after how long last week was. I think this week was long. I have had a lot of technical issues with, like, the uploading, obviously, and, like, editing stuff. And it's weird because I don't know if you've had this moment with... Sorry, let me not be vague. We had a lot of issues with the editing of our podcast and like the filming of content this week. A lot of issues with our technology, with
Riverside
our
was fighting
editing.
us.
Our apps were fucking fighting us. It was a whole thing, but we got last week's episode out. We were able to do this. And one of the thoughts that I had was like, man, this is work. But then I'm like, I can't let anyone see me complain about content creation being work because it's like people are dying, Kim, or whatever. Yeah, it was frustrating week.
The same could be said for all of our little pursuit of school and
Mm-hmm.
and even just having a regular stupid day job. It feels weird to complain, but then also, what can we do except keep going and complain?
Period. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna complain. This shit sucks. Let me.
Technical issues are sad.
They're annoying, and I remember I was getting so frustrated, and my girlfriend had to like pull me aside and was like, "Hey, this is supposed to be fun. Like, you are in the earlier stages of this thing. It's got to be fun now because like people will try the fun later." But also, I was stressed out, so.
We're new to this tech shit, so it's
Yeah.
we just gotta learn. It's comes with any time you learn something new. Unfortunately, I'm like, damn, you just gotta have those moments where you completely fuck everything up before you get really good at it.
And whenever I try to learn a new thing, I always have to fight like the executive dysfunction because like I downloaded a like music production app. I downloaded FL Studio. Most people who do any kind of music stuff probably know exactly what I'm talking about. And if you don't, you might not know what this is at all. It's just a programming. It's an app. It's a program for just making music, making beats, making stuff, yada yada yada. I played around with it a little bit because I've been interested in like making lo-fi music.
Yeah.
And I made one like bad, not good, like four bar beat. That I was like, wow, being creative is awesome, and this is so rewarding. And then I stopped and then opened it up the next day, and I went, this is awful, and I should never try this again. Everyone hates me and is laughing at me in secret because they somehow heard this thing that I'm now embarrassed by. And I hate feeling that way. Sucks. What?
Especially when you're used to being good at a lot of things. No,
Yeah.
not to brag. I'm not. I don't particularly.
I'll brag. I drifted through a lot of my life by being really good at some things. Like, I feel like most of when I was in high school, I was in band, and I never practiced. Hated practicing. Again, brain stuff. Hated practicing. Stills routinely like second chair, third chair. And like if I had practiced, I probably could have gotten first, but I was like, why try for marginal gain when no trying gets you this much?
I mean, honestly, I structured my entire future career plans based on what
it felt like the easiest. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm like, oh, okay, I can write this essay, I can read these books, no problem, and I don't have to, I don't have to study for English. At most you might have a test in English where it's like, a knowledge check, like, did you actually read? And it's like, okay, I usually read, so I'm usually fine on this. So I'm like, I could just keep going until I get the highest possible degree. And you know what? I hate to say it. Wait, have you seen Girlfriends?
I have seen episodes of Girlfriends, and I'm aware of it. That's my girlfriend. Okay, yeah. With like Tracy Ellis Ross. Yeah.
Yeah, so I just randomly decided to watch this week. But they have a character named Lynn, and her whole thing is like,
which one is Lynn?
Lynn is the light-skinned one who's not Tracy Elliott.
The biracial
Ross.
girl.
Yeah.
She's
which is funny because they're both biracial, but like Lynn's storyline is she's the biracial
girl. Yeah.
Yeah,
she wears like bandanas or something.
Yeah, she's kind of like
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. But her whole thing is she just keeps going back to grad school because she doesn't want to get a job, and she just got to couch nurse with her friends. But like there's a point where Tracy Ellis Ross's character, she says something along the lines of like, "Oh, you need to stop using, like, I feel like you're using grad school to avoid getting a job and being in the real world." And Lynn's like, "Y'all just figure that out about me. Maybe you need to go back to school," because I thought that was pretty obvious. But you know what? I've been feeling a little Lynnish.
Yeah.
Lately, except I'm not having fun at school no more. Unlike Lynn.
Yeah.
And I don't have rich friends to stay with. Yeah. Oh, sorry. Continue.
No, you didn't know. I'm agreeing with you. Though I did want to say, did you hear, speaking of going back to school, did you hear that they're doing a reboot of Different World?
Oh yeah, I did hear about that. I saw the casting. Not really many familiar faces, but I was like, okay.
I don't know who's in it. I didn't look at the casting. I'm pretty anti. I hopefully it's fine.
Yeah.
I don't think it will be fine.
Like the Fresh Prince reboot, it's pretty good.
Yeah, didn't it just end?
Oh yeah, they had like 4 or 5 seasons or something.
They had 4 or 5 seasons?
I thought so.
I thought that shit came out like last year. I thought it was like season 2. That's crazy.
Yeah.
I might watch it now. The length of that makes
grandma
makes
really
it enticing.
Likes it.
Yeah. But is the Different World reboot gonna be like edgy Euphoria, like darker tone, like the Fresh Prince reboot was? What was it? It's just called Bel Air, right? The reboot.
Yeah, it is darker because they have see Will's main character. Sorry, I don't know. Is his name Will in the show?
I don't know. I only know. I know what the actor looks like, and I know Coco Jones is in that bitch.
Yeah.
That's all I know. That's all I know about that
essentially,
show.
Will's character, he comes from like a harder life, and you see I think you see more of that in the reboot. Sure. Like his past coming
when he was up to no good.
Yeah.
And he started making trouble in the neighborhood.
Yeah.
Do we get to see him get into one little fight?
I actually do think he gets into a few fights.
Does his mom get scared?
Oh, probably more than scared. Honestly, it was, she had to. You're moving with your auntie and your uncle in Bel Air.
Man.
Also, I just realized the Different World reboot is gonna be Netflix, which that kind of.
Oh my god! Speaking of Netflix, the fucking Warner Brothers acquisition. No.
It's crazy. My God. Growing up and hearing in school, like this is one of the things I remember in school. Monopolies are bad. Like that's pretty common thing you learn in school.
If you learn one thing from Black Nerdy Scholars, Monopoly's bad.
Not the board game. I mean, you can kind of see how in the board game Monopolies are bad.
Debatable.
Monopoly.
I feel like I'm really good at Monopoly, and it makes it not fun for anybody else.
I feel like my grandpa probably could have beat you.
Yeah, no, old people. I mean, all they had was board games and fucking. So, like, of course, he'd probably be better at the board game.
He had like special Monopoly edition. Like he had a Cowboys Monopoly, like the team. He had a Denver, which is where they live. They had a Denver Monopoly. He had all the Monopolies.
Didn't Monopoly start adding like credit cards to the board game? Wasn't that a thing?
I remember they had a card scanner or something.
That's crazy. How did we get here? Fresh Prince.
Because we were talking about a Different World.
Different World. There it is. Found the thread.
I think that's the only thing that intrigues me is that we could pretend, even though I'm just like somebody could have just made an HBCU show, but I get it. They're using the name of a Different World to draw people in and shit. But I feel like unless they make it a little edgy,
I
don't really know what they're gonna try to offer.
Yeah. Especially like as the university's dying, right?
Yeah.
What episodes are they gonna have? They're gonna have the woke episode. they're gonna have the fascism episode. They're gonna have
the interracial dating episode.
They're gonna have like, we brought on a trans woman for this episode. And I'm not saying that like all of those are stories that can and should be told. I just don't think they're gonna do it good. I think they're gonna do it boring and whack like every other show. Do you remember after George Floyd was murdered, every cop procedural had a George Floyd episode?
Yes.
And that annoyed me. That annoyed the hell out of me. Not because it wasn't important, but because they were all bad and tone deaf. You're the cops. You're the cops here. Well, we've got a black cop on our roster, so let's get him fake arrested. Let's have the black cop get stood up for being black. Yeah, but you're still police. And you're still a part of the problem. I don't know. It feels like that. It feels like a corporatized leeching of real social issues to make a buck, which I guess is what capitalism does.
Man, I gotta say, the world was not, even beyond the media, just all the companies trying to sell you these you know, these black quote unquote centered products. You know, they're like, this is in right now. I feel like even in academia, one thing I noticed is that the cohort after mine, which was the cohort that came after the George Floyd, all the protests and the incident with him, was like the most black a cohort ever was. I think there's like three or four black people. They had a South Asian person, an East Asian person.
Yeah.
We even
all of the major universities were like, we're doing black students this year. I remember University of Chicago were only accepting students at their black studies sub field or sub program of their English program. Yeah.
They even made the blacks at my school. It's called the Black Studies Cluster, which is just, you get some type of funding for your summer thing. And then there's, programming that they have throughout the year that you attend, and you have like a mini sort of group meeting with your Black Studies Cluster. That came the year after I was here. But after that, like the direct 2 years succeeding, like following that year, no niggas.
Yeah.
Okay, there's like one nigga.
Black people are over. That was so 2001 or whatever, 2000.
Yes. And now this year is like, hell, we might have like half the amount of students we usually do, which isn't that lot in humanities. You'll see in like STEM programming, there'll be like 30 grad students. I think the most we had is
but 9. In STEM programs, they like weed them out in a way that you and I probably didn't have to face nearly as much. Like in STEM programs, they are like competing with each other. They actively have to test better than each other. Whereas at least in my program, it was just kind of like, we're all kind of we're all doing individual sports while STEM is doing a competitive individual sport.
I will say it's a lot more sinister feeling in STEM, I think, since you have like a person who heads your lab and you're dependent on that person and how much money they take in. So I think there's a lot of like hierarchies that exist in STEM. Than that exist in humanities. But I gotta say, like, the amount of money they get in comparison to us.
I don't know. Way more money.
It is hard.
Well, like they get money to build bombs and stuff. Like, of course. They're training the next generation of murderers. Yeah.
My friend did a Microsoft internship and was making like $7,000 to $8,000 a month just for that.
That's
summer internship.
More than I make.
And you know what it was involving? AI. It was like AI. But what is it? UI. So user interface AI shit. She was like, I think you guys you could do something like this. And I'm like, oh no, I don't think so, girl. I don't think so.
Icky. Yeah.
No, I'm good. Like that. I'm good, love and joy.
What'd you get up to this week?
Honestly, not much. I was watching Girlfriends. I still need to finish Dispatch, but I got too sleepy to dispatch Heroes yesterday. But I'm like, let me just wrap that shit up. I only got 3 more episodes.
Get through it. I think it sticks a landing, but the ending is definitely the biggest part.
I hear that the last few episodes are just okay, which is cool.
Which is such a bummer.
It's a bummer. Cause it's like they came in so strong. Like the first few episodes they're so good. So it's a little disappointing when the ball gets dropped at the end of a season. From like shows to episodic games like this. It's like, oh, tear.
I mean, at least it wasn't like Game of Thrones bad.
Yes, they're not leaving like water bottles in the shots and shit.
Yeah, people want more dispatch, whereas like nobody talks about Game of Thrones.
I'm totally cool.
A little bit, that's for sure.
With this game, it's like, okay, it's cool that you didn't come out making the best game ever made. You have the potential to release even better games with how popular this was, and also it makes me happy because I know, like you said, like Telltale Games went like bankrupt or some shit. So knowing this kind of game is obviously still well sought out after is exciting. As a visual novel girly, this very much excites me. I like it's like a visual novel, but beyond like choice based story choices, you can I'm actually getting little gaming mechanics, which I don't usually get,
which is new. Most Telltale games don't have that. Most of them it's like
the mini games and stuff.
It's the story, and sometimes you decide a dialogue option, and then sometimes you do a quick time event. That's kind of most of all the other ones. Though sometimes it's like, or I guess the third pillar is you walking around a space and picking up items and reading what they are. Dispatch is like, I don't want to say the first one, but it is very. There are very few Telltale games that also have a gameplay mechanic. And I think that's something that made this really, really special. Like if they repack it, if they made like a roguelike of just the dispatching, I'd play that.
I really enjoyed the dispatching part of the game. Like usually I'm a little wary of, story rich games, and cuz honestly I'm not really much of a turn-based girly. Like, it's okay.
Really?
I'll play it.
You seem like you'd be a turn-based girly.
I guess my thing, it just gets, I don't know, it feels a little repetitive. I prefer, like, like I'm in Hades, and I just get my ass whooped a bunch of times, and I keep fighting. That's...
You should play Clair Obscur at some point.
What game?
Clair Obscur, Expedition 33.
I think I put that on my wish list, and it might have gone
an incredible game, hopefully wins Game of the Year. As of recording this, the Game Awards have not come out. I am predicting that they will win Game of the Year, and we will edit whether or not they do somewhere in here by the time this episode comes out.
Can you say a little more about the game?
Clair Obscur, like the story-wise or gameplay-wise, or both?
Both. Just like a little synopsis on the game.
Clair Obscur, Expedition 33 is about this island that is like fake Paris. And I mean like fake Paris and like it aesthetically looks like Paris, but it is not called Paris. That's like they are trapped on this island, and there is this massive creature in the distance that every year counts down a year. And if you are older than the number that it counts down to, you die.
Oh.
Yes. Yeah. And so each year they've gone on an expedition. They've sent people on an expedition to figure out why the fuck she's doing it and to get her to stop. And this is Expedition 33, not counting up from 1, counting down from 100.
Oh, so there's only 33-year-olds alive right now?
And younger, yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
And that is what it is about. And it is a beautiful, 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 beautiful game. Gorgeous game. I
love a pretty game.
Thematically rich, incredible voice acting, starring Charlie Cox, who plays Daredevil.
I love him.
Jennifer English, who is Shadowheart.
Oh.
Ben Starr, who is in a bunch of stuff, but he's in Final Fantasy 16.
Never mind, that's Anthony Starr. Wrong
Star.
Yeah,
different white guy. And Andy Serkis is in it.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Good game. But gameplay-wise, it is a turn-based RPG. But there's also like quick time elements to it. Have you played? You definitely have it. Have you played Paper Mario?
Yeah, I did actually. Well,
You played Paper Mario. It's
I
like
have
that.
played Paper Mario.
It's where you have to like press A to defend and stuff, and you have to like time the moves to get the maximum effect out of it.
I like those kinds of
game mechanics. I'm surprised there aren't more, but yeah.
Fun fact: I had Paper Mario and but it was like the bootleg version because I had a bunch of bootleg Wii games. But like every time we would get to a certain boss, the game would like glitch and like we couldn't get past that because it was like corrupted. So like my brothers and I made up this whole curse. What's her name, Mimi or something? I think her name was Mimi, and we made up the curse of Mimi. So like just based on
was it the first one or the second one, or one of the later ones?
It was just I have no idea.
Because was it just Paper Mario?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, you played the first one.
It was on a Wii. On Wii.
Oh, maybe it was a remaster. I don't remember. But Paper Mario the 1,000-Year Door.
Mm-hmm.
Really good. Really good game.
I think is that the one? I swear that's the one with Mimi in it.
I don't know who you're talking about. I don't remember the name.
I'm showing you her. She had like the weird spider look. Wait.
No, she's not. She's in Super Paper Mario.
Oh yeah,
that's one of the later ones. I haven't played anything after 1,000-Year Door, because they seemed kind of whack. If I'm being completely honest,
I couldn't tell you. I played this with how old was I? It was like 12 or something.
Yeah. Yeah. But we'll get you into into the gaming space. We'll make a game. I'll make a gamer out of you. We're gonna be correcting people online and everything. Actually, his name is Tidus.
Tidus? Who the fuck is Tidus?
Oh, he is the protagonist from Final Fantasy X, but his name is spelled in English like Titus, but his name is Tidus, and it was a whole thing. Anyway, let's talk about Diddy.
Ooh, yeah,
let's talk about fucking Sean Puffy Combs. We just watched Sean Combs: The Reckoning, produced by Curtis 50 Cent Jackson with his Eternal Beef, which like 50 Cent isn't the best guy either, but I respect the depths of his hatred for sure. Yeah, deserved. But we watched all 4 episodes, 4 hours and some change of the new Netflix special, and it is harrowing.
It's you think it's bad, but it's worse.
And then it keeps going.
It's worse. And
each episode, I'm like, holy shit, that was so bad.
I think that was one of the scariest feelings. Is that it's not over. It's not over. We know how into retribution this man is. So knowing the amount of retaliation that's probably going to happen when he gets out, he didn't even get charged. He didn't actually get, none of the major charges stuck. It's why. You know what also disturbed me?
Oh wait, hold on. Put a pin in that. Put a pin in that.
Yeah.
But if anyone doesn't know what's going on with Sean Combs, with Sean Puffy, Puff Daddy, P Diddy dash what is it? Dirty Kings, or what is it? What is the little band he makes with the 2 girls? Dirty Money. No. Diddy Money. Diddy dash Dirty Money. All these people. He this past year was on trial after being arrested at the end of 2024. In 2025, he was on trial for RICO, sex trafficking,
transporting
transportation of like prostitution or something like that, and another one or something. Each episode starts and ends with the like list. And the verdict is already out. He got acquitted of a bunch of the charges. Only got charged with the transportation one and a different one. I don't remember.
It was the transportation of prostitutes. Yeah, I don't.
There was another one that he also
50 months.
But he only got 50 months, which is like just over 4 years, which is not enough for the crimes this man has committed. Holy shit! A child can count to 50.
Yes.
That's not enough months.
I mean, I know the
murderer.
He's a murderer.
Okay, hold on. Let's go episode by episode. All right. Okay.
Yes.
First episode, introduction to him. Right. Talks about his come up, and he, to me, reads like a lot. He has the similar origins of a lot of grifters.
Yeah.
A lot of grifters start as losers that feel like they deserve to not be losers. And so they plot and scheme and make it everybody else's problem in order to get the thing that they feel like they're owed.
Mm-hmm.
Because they're also narcissists. Like, for instance, Ben Shapiro, that's the one that did the Daily Wire, right?
With the eyebrows.
He wanted to be a Hollywood writer. I think him and Tucker Carlson wanted to be writers. They wanted to be they wanted to make movies.
But they both ass, I'm guessing.
They were ass. They were bad. And so they got booted from the industry, and they're like, okay, well, I'm going to make it everyone's problem. And by everyone, I mean poor people, trans people, non-white people, women, the disabled, veterans, etc., etc. They're going to make it all their problems.
It's interesting not to bring Lin-Manuel Miranda into this, but
do it. I want to see where you land.
I thought of him because I'm like, okay, Lin-Manuel Miranda is obviously someone who really wants to be good at like acting and singing and being like a musical person, and he's not the best actor and singer, but that man can write. Like, that's his saving grace. He can write. So we're seeing with Diddy, this man, he's not a good rapper. It's established 10 times over. Awful rapper, can't dance. Probably he cannot write. They were talking about how it took him like 7 months to record 8 bars, which is actually nuts. If you know, a bar is not very long.
Yeah.
That required way more to actually make a song. So this man, he wants the power that comes with being in this industry.
Unfortunately, finish your thing.
No, continue.
I was just going to say, unfortunately, he's also kind of like the foundation for what music is now in 2025. Because like in hip hop, in rap and hip hop, sampling is a big deal. Like there is a long tradition and practice of sampling other older music as like paying homage, paying respect, etc., etc., etc. Especially since hip hop's origins start with like DJ and MCs, like DJs and MCs just like
call and response
shit, over a beat that already existed. But I digress. And it got more and more popular, like of a practice to sample things from not that long ago as time went on. And the thing that he wasn't the only one to do it, but the one of the things that he was a big pusher of was, instead of like going, hey, this really small section of the original beat is the sample. This is the thing that people really want, right? Instead of working to like artistically find and use that, they were like, what if we just take the whole song and then put different words over it and a different drum beat to it? Because people aren't really listening to it. And like, people just want to dance.
Oh, yeah.
People just want something to dance to. They don't really care. What if we just take the whole song and add a couple things to it?
The 2010s and even still now, Wild Thoughts, that one comes immediately to mind.
Definitely now. Because like so much of like TikTok music is just, I put trap beats or a Jersey beat to the song that's already kind of popular.
Yeah.
And then I make the song a minute and a half long, and then
we can blame Diddy for that. Another thing we can blame that nigga for.
Yeah, I do blame him, but also he needs to be blamed for a lot of other shit.
Tupac. And
okay, in the second episode, they focus on Biggie and Tupac.
Tier.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Oh, I was just crying because, you know, Tupac, he was just so talented and handsome and fine. And
oh no, you can't die, you're too sexy.
Like, but knowing that, I feel like it's always been hinted, you know, being a black person, you hear growing up that, oh, maybe Diddy had something to do with Tupac and Biggie. Like, I've heard that in passing.
If you haven't seen the what do I call it? The series. If you haven't kept up with all the shit, yes, the docuseries. Thank you. It is alleged that Diddy, Sean Puffy Combs, was directly responsible for the murder of both Tupac and Biggie. Allegedly in Minecraft.
Allegedly.
Can't
cease and desist us.
And he's such a fucking creep that wanted everyone to like him, and then got to a position where he could force people to like him, and then he latched on to Biggie.
I think that's one of the things that freaks me out most about him.
Yeah.
Like, he's obviously just, you know, he was a loser who wanted everyone to love him, but also a deviant loser, which is literally every person who's associated with this man comes out talking about. I wasn't even expecting it to go. Oh wait, I don't want to go too far into the episodes. You know, when you're talking to the other guy who helped make Bad Boys and stuff, like nobody.
Yeah.
Was.
No, I mean, you go and say no. Go and say no. What's his name? Kirk. Something.
Kirk.
Burrows.
Yeah, like, dude was dealing with homelessness and stuff. Like, you just
go through all of it.
So essentially,
Kirk
Burrows, who was a fellow founder of Bad Boys, which is the label that Diddy has created, was essentially ousted from he was ousted from the label and blacklisted after he came out with some of the stuff that Diddy was doing. I want to say he also accused him of sexual assault and brought up the stuff with Tupac in his case, and it got thrown out. I want to say this is pre-Cassie.
Because so like Kirk Burrows, like you said, one of the founders, he owned 25% of the company, and then the story he tells is that Diddy walked in and was like, "Hey, give me your fucking shares right now," and like made a big fuss. He got the shares from him, and then started doing a bunch of fuck shit. And Kirk Burrows was like, you cucked me out of the company I helped start. Like, I want my money back. I want my money. And then also was like, he wasn't just abusive to me. He didn't just steal from me. He wasn't just abusive to me in the workplace. He also sexually assaulted me. And then they go to court, and they throw the whole shit. They just throw the whole thing out. Out. Yeah. And so he doesn't get any of the money back. He doesn't get any kind of compensation. And now he can't work in the industry. And then he loses his career. He loses his home. He ends up homeless. It's crazy.
It's very sad and upsetting. Speaking of court, I was listening to the jurors. I was like,
yeah, oh my God.
What really threw me for a loop was when the interviewer basically asked that one woman juror. So they had interviews with two past jurors, and she was like, "Oh, do you feel like he was trying to, you know, sway the crowd or like influence you guys based, you know, by looking at you guys certain ways or trying to?" And she was like, "No, I just felt like he was reacting to what was being said just like the rest of us." And then she proceeds to say something along the lines of what actually would be him.
He looked at me. Yeah.
He's obviously trying to sway the crowd, the jurors.
Yeah.
Like, she directly stated something that evoked that he was probably, you know,
because the thing that she was reacting to at the time was Capricorn Clark, his like longtime assistant, her accusation that he kidnapped her, allegedly.
Yeah.
And they were like, kidnap? That's outrageous.
For
Diddy wouldn't do that.
Like, what do you mean he wouldn't do that? He so totally would.
And again, all of this is after everyone saw those fucking videos him beating Cassie, a thing that happened all the time, apparently.
Frequently. And they even have I even think about when that male juror said, like, "Oh, if it was really so bad, then why did you go out with him?" Yeah, why didn't you leave? Why did you
keep coming
stay
back?
and live in luxury after he was beating the fuck out of you?
It genuinely
like,
felt like they were trying to like punish her for going back. It's like, oh well, this is what you asked for. This is what you wanted, isn't it?
Like, you stayed, so the onus is on you because you stayed when you should. Even though something else we get throughout the documentary is how bad of an idea it was to betray Diddy. And even if you didn't actually betray him, it's the idea that he thinks you betrayed him.
He would get repercussion. Hence, he apparently killed Tupac and Biggie.
Like, he was something else they say. Allegedly, of course.
Allegedly.
That Tupac was gonna take out Kid Cudi. Like, he blew up his car. We know that.
No, hold on. Not Tupac. Tupac wasn't gonna take out Kid Cudi.
I'm sorry, Tupac.
No, he was gonna fucking. So the story goes, he's with Cassie, artist that he has been keeping and having this like an incredibly intense drug-fueled sexcapade for a decade, right?
Career didn't pop off or anything. I mean, most of his artists, their career don't.
Well, that's because of him, partially.
Yeah, he doesn't he doesn't want them to be great.
He wants them to make his money. He honestly does what Drake kind of does.
He does.
Where he, like, finds new talent, invests in them, takes all their money, and leaves them.
I was thinking about, like, how he reminds me in a way of, like, the people who run K-pop companies. So, but there's, like, a huge difference. Is like, I think about K-pop companies and it's like, oh, you need to practice, you need to do all this shit. Everything you need to do needs to be dedicated to perfecting your craft. But with Diddy, he's like, hey, why don't you walk borough to borough as in some sick, twisted, hazing mind game? Yeah, for some cheesecake. This man doesn't care about them being great. He wants them to make money and be completely dependent on them.
Yeah.
And they can't be too great because then, like, Diddy gets jealous. That's why he was jealous of Tupac.
Yeah. He was jealous because he was hanging out with Biggie and Tupac and him kind of hit it off. And he was like...
They're like, oh, they're besties. Like,
I gotta kill him.
I'm sure it didn't help that, Tupac, he's a handsome guy. People talk about how he was naturally charismatic.
Yeah. I mean, he was a theater kid, which I don't mean as a slight.
He went to the Baltimore School of the Arts, if anyone was curious.
Yeah. I don't mean that as a slight. I honestly think that as a compliment.
He got charisma.
He was great. He's got high cha. He's got high charisma. Give me a persuasion check.
I would be jealous of him if I was a man in proximity to him, I feel like.
Yeah, we were talking about the story with Kid Cudi. It was really funny. Before the documentary talks about Kid Cudi in episode 4, as I was going through episode 4, they were listing off. They were like, Bad Boy is not just a music industry. It is a like criminal organization for racketeering, for sex trafficking, for arson. And I was like, arson? What the hell? Arson? And then my girlfriend turned to me and she was like, yeah, he blew up Kid Cudi's car. And I was like, he blew up whose car? Kid Cudi.
On
Kid Cudi?
Michael Corleone shit. He blew up that nigga.
Like,
I bet you he watched that from The Godfather. He got that from The Godfather.
But what happened was, while he was in this long abusive thing with Cassie, allegedly, Cassie starts hanging out with Kid Cudi, Scott Muscudi. I'm on the pursuit of happiness and not that nigga. And so they start hanging out. Diddy gets word, flies home from France or some shit. Runs up to his assistant / like manager's house, who was hosting Cassie, Capricorn Clark. I was like, where the fuck is she? Gun blicked up, gun in hand. She's like, I don't know. She's with Kid Cudi, and he's like, get in the car. Let's go kill him. Let's go kill him right now. And she was like, I don't want to kill anybody. And she was like, I don't give a fuck what you want to do. Let's go kill him with my gun right now. And so he forces her in the car, which, if you don't know, is kidnapping.
Another reason I'm like, was this story really so confusing? Like,
literally, everyone was like, kidnapping? That sounds crazy. He kidnaps this bitch allegedly. kidnaps her, goes to Scotty's house, and it's like, what? They're not there. He's with her. He's with Cassie at the time. Yes. Capricorn texts Cassie. Cassie's like, he's with me. Diddy was like, I'm not letting you go home until Cassie comes back to outside. Me. And so Cassie, again, gives herself back to the wolf, which is terrible. Terrible. Jail. Go to jail for more than 50 months, please.
Like, oh, my God. Forever?
And ever? Yeah. It was really bad. And honestly, I was expecting more about the freak-offs, which I think is what most people knew about him. Because, actually, besides the freak-offs, right? Allegedly ordered the hit on Tupac and Biggie. Allegedly shot, what's his name?
G? I didn't get his
shot a dude named G to death. Did we ever
find out what happened to G? Oh, he died. Okay.
Wait. Maybe I'm confusing it with somebody else. Somebody gets shot and dies in the hospital days later.
That was probably him then.
Yes, pretty sure. Shoots a woman at a strip club or a club or whatever in the face. And that, like, I think there was at least, he jumped that one dude. He went to his office and beat him up. He's beat every woman he has ever been in proximity to, allegedly.
All of his children's mothers.
All of his children's mothers, and he's got like 8 of them, or whatever. And all of that is just the non-sexual stuff. He is a serial drugger and raper, allegedly.
77 cases are still pending against this.
Over 100 people came out, and 77 are still pending.
I'm like, it's wild because I'm like, these are just the cases that actually made it to be filed. So you can only imagine how many
he just women and slyly had thrown out. Yeah.
Yeah. Like,
yeah.
And you know what else also blew my mind? The jury was not sequestered. Like that.
Yeah.
Like, what?
If you don't know, like sometimes juries are kept in a place in secret for the duration of a trial. So they don't get any outside contact with like people. They don't get any calls. They can't, and most importantly, check social media.
Yeah.
If a jury is sequestered, they are kept away from the outside world just to avoid any kind of contamination. And these were not sequestered.
They had a vlogger come in.
Vloggers, plural.
Vloggers.
They had teams of vloggers come in to do PR for Sean Puffy Combs.
One of the vloggers, who was just there for the trial, was talking about how his PR team would go out to these, these media people and handpick information that they wanted them to put out about the trial. Mm-hmm. And I know they approached her about it, and she was like, no. But, a ton of people were saying yes. Mm-hmm. So you see, even there's just like a barrage of anti-Cassie sentiments, like, oh, why she didn't leave him, blah blah blah. This bitch was ass. You know how they get anti-women when women come out against powerful.
I mean, there's a series of like because it like the Amber Heard thing happened, and then what was the
PR one? Campaign with that was sinister.
There was another woman that was also dragged to the mud since COVID.
Who got?
That was really public. I don't remember.
I was gonna say Angelina, but also I don't know if I do think with Brad we're kind of like,
I don't know.
Asshole.
Even his kids was it Gwyneth Paltrow?
Oh,
something. No, maybe it was not. Doesn't matter. I don't remember, and I might be wrong. Diddy is a monster, and he should be in jail. Oh, what I was gonna say is like I didn't expect them. I thought they were gonna mention the freak offs more.
Yeah,
because people that was the bit. Like going to a Diddy party was in the lexicon, and they were just kind of like, yeah, no, he threw these parties where people were getting really drunk and really high, many of which unbeknownst to them.
Yeah,
and they would just keep his
associates drugged the hell up.
He put GHB in the baby oil.
Like that's
nuts. Crazy. He's 56 doing ketamine?
Even
Allegedly?
like Capricorn is like, how does that even? Are you just trying to keep up with the young kids? How does that still feel good to be doing ket at 50 years old?
At 50.
You don't just want a blunt and chill out. Like you trying to
Seriously.
do ket.
Snoop Dogg not doing ket no more.
None all them niggas do is weed now. Cause
Mm-hmm.
that's one more nobody that will take a toll on your body.
Mm-hmm.
Just all that.
I
Honestly,
think
I'm like, damn, maybe the drugs will take him out first before anybody else.
honestly, yeah, like his heart might give out, especially if
like when he
he
was just
don't have
knocked.
access to drugs.
Did you see the shot of him where he's in the car and he's like knocked the fuck out?
Uh-huh.
Just I'm like, oh my god,
Yeah.
he's so damn old. He need to sit his freaky ass
One of the things
down.
I found, not the most heinous, but like an extra cherry of heinous on top, is how prominent his son is in the end. Like towards the end of it,
yeah.
he has
Christian?
his son.
Not Christian.
No, Justin Combs. He has his son like by his side for so much of the latter part of the docuseries,
and in the freak off,
they like
he was part of the G shit.
Shooting this G. Guy G that he allegedly shot, and his son Justin Combs went into the bathroom, pop, ran out the bathroom, told everybody, tell the police this didn't happen here.
This dude is the only one trying to help him. He's like, are we just gonna pretend like nothing happened?
Yeah. Oh my god. And it's like he's raising a fleet of probably monsters.
I mean, I think of what one of the guys said, and he said it's sad because we'll never know if his sons are actually against any of this because they wouldn't be able to say it, is what he says. Like, I'm like, even beyond being able to say it,
though I did hear one of the
thought against them. Oh, you talking about Quincy?
Yeah,
I feel like Quincy's a little different.
All I know is one of the sons have some allegation from years ago.
Okay, so Quincy is the son of Kim Porter and Al B. Shore. I don't think they don't really talk about Quincy at all. I think you briefly see Al B. Shore at the beginning, but basically, yeah, Quincy is not. He's Diddy's stepson, but he's not. So he seems to have more of a distance with them. I see him primarily associating with his sisters, Kim Porter's daughters that she has with Diddy, but he doesn't seem as like close and interconnected with Diddy and his stuff.
Wait, so what is the allegation against Quincy? Quincy.
Oh, you said it.
Are we talking about two different things?
No,
I
no.
heard one of the Combs boys already has like a DV rap.
Oh yeah, I thought that was against either Justin or Christian. I'm not sure, but one of them.
God. Yeah, which of his sons is also a monster? And hopefully it's not all of them, but
yeah. Oh yeah, I know. Is
now that I'm saying
Christian
Christian Combs?
Yeah.
Okay.
Christian Combs
was it DV?
Or no, I know he was at least accused of sexual assault on a yacht.
SA,
yes. And I know Justin, the way he was mentioned being present at the freak offs, I mean, like, I don't.
Yeah.
We'll keep it alleged, but
it sucks because it's like that shit is passed down. Even though they start this docuseries with the
them.
His dad wasn't around, it was just a mom. I mean, some of his stuff with his mom was a little.
When she was the way that man seemed so.
It was a little. There was a little transfer. Oh. Okay, I'm back. Hello.
Are we all good?
Yeah, we're good. Onions were being caramelized, and they were just slightly unattended.
Okay.
They started smoking a little bit.
It'd be like that.
What was I talking about?
We were talking about the transference of Diddy.
Transference, right? There's some shit with his mom.
His mom the way that man seems so chilled by the beatings that Diddy was getting by his mom,
Allegedly.
allegedly, is how we know that she was allegedly beating the fuck out of that nigga, which I'm sure is part of why he's so into like beating niggas' asses, because they talk about he wasn't the strongest. He overall, if you look at young Diddy, he was skinny.
He was like a dork.
Yeah, he was a little dork.
He was going to Howard.
He got bullied. He got bullied at school and shit. He went to private school. Blah, blah. He was just
a Christian private school. A private Christian school? Yeah.
Yeah. So I definitely think there's like some transference with the, violence gets passed down through the generations, of course.
I remember this example is not gonna be worth it's not gonna be on the same level of seriousness because I'm referencing fiction, but it reminds me how in I think season 1 of Shameless, I think it's season 1, where I don't remember his name. I think it's Mickey, but he's like the bully character that also starred in Max Keeble's Day Off, or whatever it is. Max Keebler, Big Move. Max, you know what I'm talking about. There's a guy, white guy, and he's like the bully character. His family's poor. He's got like a bunch of siblings. Maybe it is a later episode because I think it's like spoilers. He starts. I don't remember. He's a little gay. He's gay. He's bi. Let me say that. He's bi. But he starts like having a thing with the gay Shameless, whose name his Ian,
Lip.
the redhead. No, Lip, the second brother. I think his name is Ian.
That's the Jeremy Allen White, isn't it?
Jeremy Allen White is Lip.
Okay.
Yeah, this one is Caleb. What? Oh my god. Caleb Moynihan? What is? Oh my god! He also
Moynihan.
He's in the Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order. He's Cameron Monaghan. I think it's an Irish name, so I'm probably saying it wrong. Cameron something. But he's in Star Wars, the Fallen Order. Those games are pretty good. The second one I think is much better than the first one. Doesn't matter. Gay. And then his Mickey, the bully's dad, walks in and is like, "No, you fuck girls," and then like makes him fuck a prostitute or something in front of everybody. And I'm not a psychiatrist, but that stuff has to leave a lasting effect on the kid. It's gotta.
I mean, I'm no Freud, but I imagine having that sort of like defining sexual experience involving your like father forces, which is this is a form of SA, like your dad making you fuck somebody in front of a whole room of people. I imagine you can't come out without a fucked up view of sex after experiencing something like that, and you'll probably. I don't know how Shameless ends, but I'm imagining we're gonna see his fucked up relationship with sex as we continue on.
You do, but he actually becomes one of the better characters. He ends up with Ian. He ends up with Ian, and he has like the whole they get married by the end. I didn't watch all of Shameless. I could not finish that show because it just makes me angry. I stopped watching right around the time Lip started getting kicked out of school because I was like, I can't watch you fuck up your life over and over again. I can't do it. It's
watching BoJack Horseman.
Literally, yeah. Same vibe. Which there is a limit of how disappointed I can be in you, and I kept out. I couldn't do it. But Mickey and Ian, I believe, get married by the end and adopt a baby or something. Pretty sure they adopt a girl. Maybe it's not adopt. Maybe Mickey has a kid by like fucking some other girl or something. I don't remember. I'm not a shamelessologist or whatever. What I did want to say is that like now that I'm looking at it, Drake did. I'm not comparing the two, but they do similar shit. Because didn't Drake also have a thing for like fucking his friends' girlfriends?
I think so.
That's something that Diddy seemed to do. He really liked the girls of guys he wanted to be.
I think we see in Drake and in Diddy this desire for like power and being beloved by these sort of men, because it's about being beloved by the men in the community. Like you get the women,
the men that were gone. Not to say that every black boy that grows up with without a father is a deviant, but it leaves effects on you.
Yeah, like he has an absent, whorish Southern father.
Mm-hmm.
Like he was living it up on Degrassi, but it's like he got his daddy issues, and always at the back of his head. And
Yeah.
obviously, it's obviously racial in the sense that his dad is like this absent black sort of.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know too much about his dad's reputation where he's from, but
Mm-hmm.
he seems to have like he's the masculine machismo sort of man, and he gets the women's.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm sure that definitely played a role in how Drake wanted himself to be perceived. But we see
Mm-hmm.
how Drake's artists just don't prosper when they're
Mm-hmm.
in his late, like Party Next Door.
Like Diddy, Drake scoops up new talents, bleeds them dry, and then throws them to the curb.
Like Party Next Door, his last major project, it was meh. Like you look at his old projects I actually don't know when he joined OVO, but I'm like, wow, these are way better in comparison.
Party at the party, playing with his nose now. Sorry, I had to get that out. I had to get it out.
What did he do? I know he kind of he seems like he's fucking over Majid Jordan. I just think Majid Jordan should be way bigger than they are. And also, what did he? I love Mackinac getting like ousted from the rap. I mean, the rap and just the industry because he's gay. But also, like that's partially to be
can't be
on
gay,
Drake.
but Drake can be a child fucker allegedly. Allegedly.
Drake could be like the most male centered person. Like, I mean, Meg said it herself. He'd be posted up in another nigga hood like a bad bitch, and that's. You could just tell Drake loves being around like these elite and these famous men, and it's in a very more obvious way, I think, than a lot of other male rappers.
And it's so foreign to me because like right now in my life, I have so few men around me. Maybe that shows. Maybe I'm sure someone would see this and go like, "Oh, well,
best way
that
to
makes
be."
sense." But like,
not surrounded by men.
I've got like 2 guy friends. 3 maybe.
You're my guy friend, and I have my brothers. Honestly, I've never really hung out with men. I always hung out with mostly women.
I used to hang out with men. Sorry, go ahead.
Well, yeah, because I'm always like, however, women end up hanging mostly with men. I'm like that can never be a good story. I understand with men more because it's like, oh, you're just hanging out with the boys. Yeah. You're socialized to be around.
Yeah, it always makes me like cringe a little bit when it's like, yeah, girls just have too much drama.
Have you talked to the average man?
The average man is fucking insane. Like
my ex, my ex had a falling out with his friends over socks that were borrowed, Nike Elite socks that got borrowed from the gym. It was like, oh, you didn't get my socks back, and it ended in a falling out. That's.
I mean, that's just as petty as any other thing. I can't even be like, what? Like, it's just,
no,
that's a thing that petty people do for sure, and that knows no gender.
Yeah,
pettiness is boundless, genderless.
I think it's interesting.
Sorry, go ahead.
They try to paint it like women only have falling outs over things like this. It's like men. It's like, oh, we don't care about things. Just basketball and porn, so we don't have falling outs over socks and shit. But no,
basketball and porn. Which, how honest do I want to be? That does describe many of the guy friends I had when I was a child, when I was like a preteen, because I would visit my grandma out of state every year, and when I was there, I had a different persona. Like I tried to put up a little more of a masculine boy routine with them. To like they saw through it, but they liked me enough to keep me around and keep pretending. But I remember having a friend who showed me porn, and I don't remember being like, I remember going like, this is weird, but in the moment I was like, this is what boys do. This is what it is to be a boy. So this means I'm in on the club. I got it. Oh my God. Now that I'm thinking about it, there are a couple of different instances with different guys in my life. Whoa. I should talk to my therapist about that.
You know where I got that quote? It was partially drawn from Girlfriends. You know, this would be a good way to close it out. So, you know, William, he's like he's the guy, the main guy in the show that you see.
Do you know his actor?
William.
I'm good with actors. William.
Actor, Girlfriend.
Oh, Reggie Hayes. Yeah,
Reggie Hayes. So, you know, he works with Joan. He's one of the lawyers who works at her company. His whole thing is like, he's like the only black guy who works there. But they're talking about the differences between like friendships with men, like men friendships and women friendships.
Menships.
Yes, menships. So Joan is like basically perplexed, like, oh, you don't have like these emotional investments in your friends. And he's like, no, and that's the difference between y'all being girlfriends and like men friendships. And it's like, men, we only care about the important stuff like sports and pornography. And it was like, ha ha ha, laugh track, you know. But I'm like, damn,
isn't that lonely?
I feel like a lot of men structure their friendships like that.
Like, doesn't that lonely? You just got fired from your job and you're on the edge of sanity, and you go hang out and watch the game, and you just got to sit there quiet while everyone's cheering and loud, not realizing the guy next to you was also just like broke up with his girlfriend and is going through it. Isn't that lonely?
You don't express your feelings? No, because you know what that is? That's what the goon world wants.
Oh my God.
Collective loneliness.
Men, express your feelings to your friends, to your partner, to your family, to your therapist.
Get one of those.
Get a therapist and then express your feelings to it. It is better. It is hard at first. It is
start a journal. Shit.
Just journal. Just write
your feelings down.
But you gotta let them out so they don't manifest in you
punching a
wall, drugging baby oil, grabbing your side chick and throwing her down the hall, like just
dragging her down the hall.
Just write down your feelings. Yeah, it sucks sometimes, and yeah, some people will take advantage of it, but I promise you there are plenty of people that won't, and it's worth it. Good PSA after school special to end on. While you guys find your therapist, Elia, where can they find us?
You can find us on anywhere that has podcasts, so Spotify, YouTube, Apple Podcasts, and you can also find us on Blue Sky TikTok at Black Nerdy Scholars.
You can also find us on Patreon. You can subscribe for $5 a month so you can get access to our after show office hours, which I will put a clip of here.
So, but I had a crush on the guy he had a thing with this girl at school who went to my sister's school, and I was like, oh man, she's pretty and she's really nice. I don't got no reason to hate on her. Fuck. Like, she was just this pretty black girl. So then I listened to Marvin's Room over and over again.
I was wondering where Drake came back in. I was like, she's gonna land it. Yeah.
The Marvin's Room on a loop.
I had that, yeah. There's a song on Take Care that's about him like breaking up with a girl or something. And I remember being in like, I was like sophomore. I was like 15. But
it's the end of her.
I was playing that on repeat. I was playing that on repeat when I didn't want to date the girl that I was dating. Fun! Look at us. We're having so much fun.
We're so lackadaisical.
We're so Shut up. Yes. And subscribe if you can. If it is something you like. If you like this video. Like, comment, subscribe, do all the other things, and until we see you next, stay black, stay nerdy, and read books.
Please read.
Read a book. Please. Read a book right now.
Read it and tell us all about it. Me especially.